Chris Chinnock here for Display Central in the LG booth at SID 2013. You're looking at a glasses-free 3D display. This is a 55-inch panel with a native 4K 2K resolution. This actually looks quite good. They've done an excellent job of smoothing out the transitions as you move horizontally. You don't see basically any image jumps at this point. So it's a 20-view display. And they've worked on the content in the last year. They've been working on this technology for I guess 3 or 4 years at least. So in the last year, they've kind of worked on both improving the smoothness of those transitions through some processing algorithms, as well as developing the content to show on this. Now, it does not have a lot of depth volume, so they recognize this and will be working on that as a next step for improvement. And they think it's probably on the order of 2 years before this will be fully commercialized. They also said that they had redesigned the lenticular and cover glass structure for this. In their previous design, it was about 10 millimeter separation between the panel and the lenticular and cover glass. They've now reduced that by about 1/10 of that to 1.1 millimeters, so obviously making a much thinner display solutions that required the redesign of the lenticulars. But all that coupled with the new processing to create these very nice smooth images is definitely working for them. They have a second display, which we'll go over and take a look at next. Okay, the second 3D display that LG is showing in the booth at SID this year is their switchable lens technology. So they've got a graphic here which describes how this lens works. It's basically an LCD panel with a second switching panel on top of that. So this is a whole second LCD that goes on top of the main imaging LCD. It's basically a single cell switch, so it'll switch the entire polarization of the output from one state to another state. That's important because on top of that, they then have a film-based lenticular array. But this one is apparently polarization sensitive, so they must have some quarter wave plates or something embedded in there. So when the polarization coming from the imaging panel is in one state, it will pass through that lenticular film. Basically, it doesn't by not seeing it at all. So it's basically transparent, and you have a 2D image. In the other polarization state, then, you basically implement a lenticular lens on top of the imaging panel and create a 3D image. Now, the demo does not appear to be working right now because this is a small 4.5-inch display, and I don't see any 3D in it, so I'm assuming it's not working. It is a 4.5-inch with 1280 by 720. It's a 2-view display because it has eye tracking built into this demo also. And it's based on about a 500 nits in 2D mode, dropping to 400 nits in 3D mode, which is actually not so bad considering all the optical stacks that they have in this. It's a TN switching panel, 72% color gamut, and 1,000:1 contrast ratio. It does look fine, except for the fact that it doesn't have any 3D. Chris Chinnock for Display Central.